Okay, I'm going to do a map talk on CPU Reckoner for scouts. Mainly for my team. This video will probably be private. I'm gonna start with mids. Obviously, if I'm on blue team right now. We'll be rolling out from blue side, which means that we're gonna be on this side. So rollouts, we're obviously gonna end up here. Demo's gonna go down that way. I'm going to come down. I'm gonna come right this way as a scout and end up here. There's no real merit being here, coming out of this side as a scout when you roll out, because you know everyone on your team is going to be on this side. So like, you know, you might as well be together, at least come out this way. Two scouts. The pocket scout will come far right, like literally far right. And maybe like the flank scout could, you know, play around this rock. You know, just, you know, check, and then, you know, just maybe, depends on where their combo is. The team we're fighting apparently likes to push from their cargo. Like, you know, they like to push their own left side, which doesn't make much sense. But so we should be able to easily punish it. So as a flank scout, I want you to, you know, come this way, come get, like, you know, play around this rock maybe, and then come on this side. Shit, a bit lagging. Low FPS. Yeah, come on this way maybe. Expect the enemy team to be, usually, you know, for the future, you should expect just like the enemy team to actually be on this side, because that's normal. The enemy team should be playing like this, but like, you know, like the enemy to our grand finals is fucking retarded. So there's a really high chance that they're going to play with their own, like that side. They're going to be in that side, which should be able to be, you know, punished. So I want you to, as a flank scout, you know, maybe like, you know, jump out here. If the enemy team's there, of course. If they actually play normally, just stay around here. You know, if any soldiers jump here, punish them. So as a flank scout, we don't need to go aggressive at all. You just need to watch the flank in mids, because the soldiers are way better at being aggressive in mids. And the pocket scout can get all the heals and push right side with the medic, and the demo just like kill everyone here with the two soldiers bombing this side. So as a flank scout, you'll need to like protect your medic's back for the first like half, and then as soon as our team starts getting kills, just go forward and clean up. But you shouldn't do the cleanup alone, obviously. Cleanup is, you know, by definition, cleaning up after something's actually been, like, some damage has been done. So there's no point trying to clean up, you know, a soldier that's, you know, full health on this side. And then I don't really want you to get on the cap that much. You know, the cap, Reckoner is a cap where is a map, like, you know, Reckoner mid is a place like where you have to cap at the end. If you know, it's just like a fucking bait. So you can obviously stand it up for a bit to, like, you know, lure some players down, but like, you know, in the end, you're all the players that are all, like, you know, up here on the ground level wins. That's mid. That's for mid. Supposing we won mid, and we're holding, and now we're holding mid. The pocket scout should be like around here. As a scout, since Reckoner has so many, you know, doors, as a scout you should watch two doors at once, always, like this. Pocket scout can, you know, build like this while watching both doors. Flank scout can be here, watching both doors. Simple as that. Our roaming soldier will be watching, like, you know, toxic, like complete, like, you know, locking down toxic. So that place shouldn't be a problem. That's why you know, this scout can watch while building. And this side too, like, you rarely see enemy players holding second, pushing down here, unless they, like, the only time they'll push down here is when they want to go for a play. So As soon as you see one, you need to call. As soon as you see, you need to call that he's trying to go for a play because you never see, it's just a stupid idea to go there without a plan. But then there's cargo, and this is the place where the most spam will be traded in, like, basically the entire map. This is where the most spam will be traded. The enemy team will be, spamming here, and then, our team will be spamming here, and like here. So I don't really want the scout to be inside here. Kind of risky. Everyone's going to be buffed. No, not much point. If you can't, especially if you're like building Ubers, and it'll stay here. But if you're a flank scout, I want you to, whenever I ask where the combo is, where their combo is, whenever the team wants to know where the enemy combo is, like, you're a scout, so oh, shit. Wait a second. Okay. So, whenever I want, like, someone says, where's the combo? You want to do something, right? So you're building Uber and you're like 80%, and you're like, where's the combo? So when I ask that, I want the flank scout to just swiftly come over here or something. Usually, if you see a player here, if you see a midi beam over there, that means their combo is in, near the forklift. If you don't see anything, that means that their combo is playing really passive. Maybe you can, come a bit here too. See where the combo is. And this is kind of risky. Obviously, if you're unlucky, a soldier will drop down and just destroy you. So once you come here, you can, you can run away this way if you want to. It's kind of risky to go there though in general. So what I want to do is just, obviously as a scout, there's not much you can do. Play passive. Reckoner is a map for, if I'm going to send a scout for a sack, the only route you'll be taking is this way. Maybe you can go behind him by literally like running through here, like running straight through, which will catch them off guard. But that's only if I tell you to go for a sack, and I'm not sure that would happen. So anyways, as a scout, watching doors on Reckoner, watch two doors at once. Watch two places at once. Same here. Watch two places at once. That's the most important thing. Coming to second. Supposing that okay, I'll just do it for me. Supposing we lost mid and we're defending second, right? I'm just going to do it from this side. So as I said, forklift. Usually where everyone holds, I will hold two. Roamer is going to be standing here. Flank scout is going to be here, watching two doors at once. Again, pocket scouts going to be building up around here. Again, watching two doors at once. Demo man is going to be here. Pocket soldier is going to be here. Simple as that. As a scout, holding second. If you look at Reckoner, every single place to push from, except for cargo, is on the low ground. It's significantly low ground, which means that as a scout, if you basically stand up here, like, you can stop every single jump they make from like these three doors. So if you want to, you can stand here as a scout, but it kind of ruins like that's just full defensive mode, right? Like, you want to still find as a scout, it would be better if you could find players like before they jump. You want to be able to see them before they jump, like right there or like right there, before they actually before they're in the position to make the jump. It'll be better if you find them. But if you're a pocket scout, you should be playing a bit more passive. Don't need to literally scout that much. Yep, that's what it may be here. This is a pretty good place to see for the scout, building like this. This is a place where you can see three doors at once. 1, 2, 3. It's pretty insane. Except that there's no actual point though, because like they're like there's always a player going to be watching this side. Just like trust your teammates will be easier. That's for stalemates. So supposing we're pushing from mid, right? As a scout, we want mid. We want to push second. There's a few types of pushes. Toxic is defined as the flank. So as like every flank in the map, the team you have to expect the team to be falling back slightly, because there's no real merit to go for a flank for push from flank if the enemy team isn't even planning to fall back. You're not going to meet them in the first place. If their team's falling really far forward and you push from flank, it's just going to be like a full on 6-on-6. It would be better to, you can't, and you don't really expect to win a 6-on-6 with completely equal Ubers in TF2. You need some sort of advantage, and usually you'll start from a position advantage. So as a scout, the only reason you'll be going through cargo is to lead the medic with speed, with Uber maybe. That's the only time you'll be going inside cargo. This is like such a dangerous place. Lower is all right. Not that much of a bad place for scout, especially this side. This side is pretty wide. Like the inside is pretty wide. You have a lot of freedom. You can actually really dodge a few rockets too. But always expect the soldier to be there and another soldier to be there. Toxic. There's honestly, as like you don't even need to watch Toxic once our combo goes through cargo, because they just won't get them in time. And just leave it to I don't think a scout really needs to be here. There's a pack. There's a health pack, which is really nice for a scout, but again, it's really low ground, and it's really far away from where the opponent team usually falls back from. The opponent team will usually fall back from rollout, maybe the shutter, but in the end, the shutter comes back, meets up with the rollout, so it's generally considered better to get away from rollout. That's the easiest place to get out from. So there's no real merit going Toxic as a scout. Of course, if you hear that there's someone caught at Toxic, enemy soldiers and caught around in this lower grass area, then you can wrap around from Toxic and clean them up, sure. But the best position as a scout would be having the flank scout should come lower, and then the pocket scout should come from cargo with the Uber, of course. And then the roamer will come from Toxic. The pocket and demo will come from cargo. That's basically the best way. That's considered, of course, when we do a cargo push. If we do a lower push instead, if we push from lower, I'm gonna Uber 2 soldiers in. I'm gonna make 2 soldiers jump, and then and then maybe a scout just instantly jump up and start fragging, or when we do if it's like a winnable, very winnable push, you as a flank scout, you can just run through and clean up people that are trying to get away. That's a really good play. But obviously you have to be able to identify a winning situation or a losing situation. So second. Obviously, same thing. If you're on the losing side, if you're on the losing side of push, of that push, so, meaning that if you're on second, defending second, and they try to push into second from mid, scout, don't forget that there's this route of escaping. So if you kind of go a bit forward, like if you're here, and the enemy team is Ubered right here. This is the best, the best way to run away could just be down here, because the enemy sees you dropping down, right? So someone like someone's going to try and do something at least some damage towards you. So it's pretty, that would be pretty good for diverting the damage, spreading out the damage. So you're taking away a bit of damage your combo would supposedly take as a flank scout. As a pocket scout, when you're falling back, always have your medic healing you. It's just scouts it's overpowered. The speed is overpowered. Just have the medic healing you. Drag them back to safety. And of course, soldiers are like the most important class on the map, especially this point. The second mid stalemate, soldiers are so important. I honestly don't really care if a scout, maybe dies, like flank scout maybe dies. But if that could lead to losing last, so it's just kind of risky. Another thing to worry about is, as I said, something coming through lower. Once you get inside the lobby area, there's not much you can do as a scout, because it's so choky, isn't it? Like look at the size of these doors. There's no way you can do much. It's just stupid. So once you're pushed inside here as a scout, you can just off class. As a flank scout, you can just off class, like Ghost Sniper. Or spy maybe. But anyways, yeah. That's for the defense. For the pushing side though, once you take their second, now this is where it gets interesting. As in, and by interesting I mean literally 5-minute stalemates again. It's a really hard last to push, really hard last to hold. Really easy last to hold. Just Roamer is going to be watching here. Maybe even one Roamer is going to be here. Pocket's going to be here. Pocket's going to be on the forklift. Oh fuck. Pocket's going to be on the forklift. Spamming. Roamer's going to be on the shed. Spamming. Scout. We want to flank scout. Checking lower. Occasionally checking lower. You can peek here. But be careful that you can be spammed from right here. You can be spammed from here, which is kind of risky. So if even worse, you might not even see that, but they see you, so they wait until you go further in and just two shot you, which is dangerous. So don't go too aggressive in there. You just need to occasionally check this side. As a medic, I always build outside. I might even build here, or I might even build this side, but what I want to do here is depends. This is the safest place, right? You can see through the glass. I mean, it's kind of annoying, so you can just look through here. But as the medic, I'll be here. This is the safest place. You can as a anti off class here. Watch out for snipers and stuff. So I'll be here spies and stuff. So I'll be here as a medic to counter off classes. So or I could just hold here. I'm not sure. But as a pocket scout, you should you just stay near your medic, where a medic wants to be, and maybe be on a bit of a higher ground than the medic, than where your medic is holding, so you can defend your medic in time. Okay, that's for holding second. Again, pushing into last. I guess we'll start with defending last. Defending last, as I said, scouts. One scout is probably enough. It's a really, really wide map though, so usually the combo will be holding this side. Medic holding here, demo holding here, soldier holding maybe here, maybe here, roamer holding here, And then you have the pocket scoping, so you have the freedom as a sniper to watch this side. This is like good. You can watch two places, but like I don't like just like be here. Like this is also alright. Just like watch here. If the medic peaks, just fucking destroy them. Anyways, because you don't want them to get in for free. It's like process. If they get in from the right side for free, and you're like they completely lock that side down, and you're defending this side. It's kind of dangerous. You have no advantage. As a pocket scout, obviously Ubers are important, but if they're pushing, Heavy's pretty strong on this map. Heavy, engineer, sniper. Sniper, the spot I like for sniper is here. Supposing they'll be pushing with Uber, right? This is a good spot for a sniper. Coming out of spawn, can go back to spawn instantly. Sentry, good spot for sentry here. Even better spot for sentry right here. Wait, no, I think it's right here. Yeah, I think this is the best spot. Yeah, so like you can see, right? I think I did this before, but like they like this is a place where they can't see the sentry from both sides. Like you cannot see that place. Like you can't see it. You can't see it. And you can't see it from here either because it's covered by glass. So like this is the best sentry spot. As in like including the surprise factor. I mean I don't know. It's like I'm not sure if best isn't really a good word maybe. Because you're going to take splash damage if we're going to heal it. So this is the default sentry spot. Or maybe this. But obviously every map don't put the sentry near your combo because they're gonna take the same damage, blah blah blah. Heavy can be here, heavy can be here too. It's just that you need to heavy, don't die. And even if you die, you need to be able to if you're a scout offclassing to a heavy, that's kind of you just lose capping power. So don't do stupid deaths don't get stupid deaths as a heavy offclassing to a heavy. But don't worry much about cap time because second caps pretty quickly, mid caps pretty quickly on this map. Everything caps pretty quickly on this map. I don't know. Last kind of takes a long time to cap, but interestingly enough, second and mid take like a pretty short time to cap. So don't worry about that. This is like sentry spots. There's sentry spots everywhere. A really good place to counter sacks is to stand here. You can literally stop a soldier from jumping. Really good soldiers will do a wall jump from these walls, or to like. But you can. I think you should be able to like body block that stuff. Like you see like Flash and like Paddy on Heroes of Pyro, like air blasting demo men that jump through. That's about it for defending last though as a scout. Only off classes, positioning, not so much, not like nothing really special. The spam is going to be on like here, and here. Interestingly enough, you rarely see spam come forward to these places. So if you want to as a scout, if you have enough health, you can dance around here. Honestly. Like these abusing this place, like the ground difference between here and here might be really powerful because the enemy team will be busy spamming this row. That if they shoot any spam to this side, like they're gonna lose with damage with spam. So on the other hand, pushing last as a scout, as I said, if you want to push from right side, you want to use as late as possible, which is why it's important to call any snipers watching here. And like you can jump like this and peek. But watch out because when you do this, usually there's gonna be a soldier that's gonna punish you. Scouts usually as the attacking team, I don't want to come into this entire lobby area unless we have a plan because it's so easy to put spam in, like as a soldier. You see these slopes, like all the spam, like like the spam, a rocket would hit you, like no matter where you are on this area. A rocket from like the other side of the fucking map will hit you. So coming in, clear traps. The trap here is pretty. It's against soldiers, I guess, because a soldier will usually come up, rocket jump up here and like try to spam that side. So if there's a trap here, it's kind of dangerous. Watch out for a trap in this area. So like here. Watch out for a trap here. Nah, this like once you get past like this area, they're like traps are kind of stupid because you've already gone through last at that point. So, focus calls. Demos, of course, look like the size of despite the size of last demos are priority targets. Heavies priority targets. Demo heavy. Because of how the map is laid out, because of how the map is so big, defending last, once you come into last point, the soldier isn't as strong. Like despite like how so many people emphasize that the soldier's strong on this map, it's not that strong once you get to this last area, because you can only do so little splash on this area. So focus demo. Yeah. Focus demo, heavy sentries, scouts, and then maybe clean up soldiers. Should be pretty easy. Pushing from lower. Sure. Usually we won't send in. I guess we might send a scout in for a sack. Of course, again, scouts should be getting information. I asked where the combo is. You should be getting information for where the combo is as a scout. There's not much difference of a flank scout and a pocket scout pushing last at this point, because the pocket scout's going to be building Uber, I guess, and flank scout. But then if the flank scout's closer, flank scout should build Uber, vice versa. You can go spot. You can go sniper. This map's really wide. Sniper's pretty good. Change into off class. Supposing we lost the last push. We died. Our team is going to spawn here. Come out of here as a scout. If I'm next year you build, depends, right? So if your team is here, you want to at least come forward till here, to this row, and then you think. If you can, and then you have to make the decision if we're going to stop the second cap or let them cap it. If we're going to stop it, the best way to contest is from the cargo area, like this. Contest. But that's because it's close to the spawn. If you think of how if you look only at second, the better way to stop second would be from this toxic area. But the thing is, like, it's really low. So if you try to stop it, you're going to take a lot of spam if a soldier gets on it. So it's kind of hard. You need to go through to actually do it from defend from toxic. So usually it will be from cargo. Toxic. A team will never push in to mid from toxic. It's the dumbest thing ever. Without Uber ad, it's really fucking stupid to push from toxic. So nobody's gonna do it. So once that happens, you just go back to the routine of like what I told you about defending mids. Scout stand here. Other scout stands here. If our medic died and their medic didn't, so we had Uber this sad. As a scout, you should be like right here, just like so. This is basically for every map. You just need to move back to like your side of the map. So first you are holding here. Now you just hold this side with this ad. Same with the flank scout. First you are holding here, and now you hold here. Simple as that. Of course, you can go for a back cap because of like how annoying this mid is. you can easily go for attempt to back gap. I wouldn't be against it. But yeah, you need to tell your team because but it's not that hard to defend this mid. Like it's annoying to cap it. All you need to do is like peek out of cargo and just like split spam. Of course, good teams are only going to cap this point later, which is why you want to start the back cap first, and then have your team come in, because usually teams won't get on this point until they've secured the entire mid. So you want them to get on mid before they can secure the entire area, and that's how you win the back gap. I mean, you don't need to win the back gap. You can win the mid if you do that too. It doesn't matter where you fall. Supposing they used Uber, doesn't matter where you fall back from. The easiest way to fall back is actually from Toxic. Once they use Uber, unless the demo gets like is using the quickie bomb launcher, gets like really really good like spam further to the play. That's kind of really dangerous. So if you talk about spam, it's not a good place because of the shape of this place. But it's the closest way to fall back, right? They use Uber, medic heals onto you, you fall back with the medic, easy. Now you're defending second. Defending second with this ad is going to be a bigger problem, but because it's small, the only place will as the team that's pushing, they'll have two options. They'll come through here, where they will get forced by a soldier 100%, or they can come through here, Toxic, and try to push without using the Uber. So the threat of them, because if the defending team wants to stop it, but if you stop it and they have Uber and you don't, obviously they can just use Uber at one point and destroy you all. So there's like they have to make the decision. So you can abuse that factor, and most teams will try and not use Uber here. But either way, so if they push from either way with Uber decide, the best place to hold is here, right? Because like if teams have Uber, they won't push from lower. Because if we know that we have Uber this ad, we're not going to be holding here. The lower push only works against teams that are holding near forklift. We're not going to do that. We're I'm going to be like, if you're a medic, you're going to be you're going to be inside lobby, like at the rollout area. Because you have Uber this ad, and you're like your place will be like here, right? So they're not going to push from lower. So just watch watch on the scout be here, and maybe be here. Yeah, you can fall back in time. So don't worry about standing next to a soldier. Like a soldier might be doing the same thing, but who cares, right? It's as long as you're not gonna get destroyed by having taking spam won't matter on an Uber this ad. It will matter on equal Ubers, but taking spam on Uber this ad won't really matter that much because there's a bigger factor. So don't really worry about being next to a soldier, as long as you're watching both doors. You're watching every door. That's not really a problem. That's about it. I think I've said everything. Forward spawn sniper, I guess. Forward spawn sniping works inside here. This is a really good place to watch from a sniper forward spawn like this. You can see through glass. They can too, but oh, you see the combo snipe. You can jump, or you shouldn't really jump here though. You should just hear the call. You should just see the call, and they're pushing Toxic. Oh, snipe. Simple as that. The only problem is if they're pushing from lower, you can't snipe. So if there's a sniper in forward spawn, lower. If they're coming from lower, nah, it's not forward spawn sniping won't really work. But of course, all you need to do is hide in the shutters, and bait them to push out from either Toxic or cargo. That's the only thing you need to do. Sniping at mid. Forward spawn sniping at mid. Works only from these two doors. It's not that good, to be honest, but you can obviously do it. because these two forward spawn doors are actually really close. If you actually like look at it from like up above, it's actually like the exact same place. If you know what I mean. You can connect them in the straight. You can it's like yeah, they're basically like fucking parallel. So which what I'm trying to say is that that forward spawn door is pretty close. So don't worry. You can stay here. You can stay here until they cap and just instantly back spawn. But on the other hand, spawning this forward spawn and the spawn at last is pretty far away. So you don't want to be here. Yeah. So just like you need to determine whether you want to risk for the shot and get late spawns, so your team your team will have played this ad. So the forward spawn sniping just needs to work. That's it. I think that's about it for the map talk. There's nothing else for me to really say. Yeah. Good luck with the match.